Nick, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob McBurnett from the Browns communications staff. Appreciate you joining us today. First and foremost, welcome to the Cleveland Browns. Congratulations. If you could, how does it feel to be drafted by the Browns and be entering the NFL?
I'm excited, man. This is a dream I've had for, since I can remember. I've been playing football since a young age. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get to work when all this stuff clears up, and I just want to play football again. So I appreciate the Cleveland Browns organization for, taking the chance on me and giving me an opportunity.
Excellent. With that, we're going to open up to questions from our local media members. Daryl Ryder, you're first.
Hey, Nick, welcome to Cleveland. Just curious, you have experience playing guard. I know the last 2 years you've been at center mostly, but where do you feel most comfortable?
Like you said, just because I played center the last 2 years, I feel comfortable there. But I also feel comfortable at guard. Wherever I can get on the field the fastest and, contribute will be good for me because, I have those 2 years playing guard. So, anywhere I could just start playing football will be good.
Excellent. Thank you, Daryl. Next up, we're going to go to Jeff Trudel. Jeff Trudel, you're up.
Hey, Nick, you are maybe a little shorter than your typical offensive lineman. How do you combat that?
I think, it starts with just technique. It starts with also the mental aspect of the game. I take both of those. I take those pretty serious in how I go about playing football. And also it's a will. I love playing O-line. And I like finishing people. I'll take pride in what I do. So, honestly, I think it helps me. I get better leverage under people. I have long arms for my height. So I think, and at the end of the day, it helps me more than it hurts me.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. Next up, we're going to go to Marla.
Congratulations, Nick. Welcome to Cleveland. One of the Brown scout, Adam, was just talking about your leadership ability. Is that something you pride yourself on? Sounds like you're a pretty vocal guy when it comes to, dealing with your teammates.
Yeah, that's definitely my style. I'm an outgoing guy. I love talking. I love, just, being around. I'm a real social guy. So, if it need be in the locker room where I had to, take the reins and lead my guys, I wasn't afraid to say it. So that's definitely something I pride myself on. And, I got to definitely do that at Washington.
The winning that most inspirational player award, what did that mean to you?
That meant a lot because it was voted on by my teammates, and it just goes to show how much they, they liked me being around and how much they fed off of me. And it was truly an honor for sure because it's one of the most prestigious awards on the Washington football team. And I'm glad that my teammates thought so highly of me. And, I want to continue to build on that characteristic about myself onto the next level.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Marla. Mary Kay, take it away.
Hey, Nick, just wondering, have you, contemplated joining an offense that includes Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry? It goes on and on and on. Jack Conklin and now Jedrick Wills. Have you really kind of thought about where you're landing?
If anywhere I went, I was just glad for the opportunity. But definitely, there's definitely a lot of talent on the Browns, and I'm excited just to get around these guys and and just get to work and just find my way on the next level. And like you said, there's a lot of talent, so I'm excited.
Are you looking forward to learning from guys, even guys like Joel Bitonio, J.C. Treader, some of the veterans that are on this line?
Oh yeah, 100%. I watch those guys a lot when I watch film and just try to better my game. And those guys have been playing ball for a while, and they're still doing it at a high level. So I'm very excited to learn from those two guys, and trying to just soak up everything I can from them.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Next up, we're going to go to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Nick, congratulations. I was reading that Pat Harlow was your position coach in high school.
Yes, he was.
So how big of a deal is that for you in your development, and as you go into the NFL, what kind of resource is that? Not many people can say they had a high school coach with that kind of resume.
Yeah, I mean, it helped me in my development as a lineman because I started playing O-line pretty late in my career. I started playing my sophomore year of high school. And then when he came around, he really instilled that, that pride and passion in O-line play into me. And I still talk to him to this day. If whatever I need, he always helps me. I was training down in in Orange County at my high school, actually. And he, helped me out with technique stuff. And, he's just a great resource to have. He's very knowledgeable. And, he definitely is an idol of mine for sure.
All right. Thank you, Nate. Marla, you're up.
You also started as a freshman, and yeah, I think it was Adam, the scout, mentioned you were in the playoffs against Alabama. Just like you sounded like you planned on redshirting when you went there. How did you sort of take them by storm? I mean, you must have been very determined to get on the field.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like you said, I went in there expecting a red shirt. I was 17 years old. I was 275 at the time. I wanted that year to, try and get bigger and, learn the offense. But when I got in, I learned the offense pretty fast, and it allowed me to play really fast and, violent like I like playing. So they thought I could contribute to the team that year, and I sat down with Coach Peterson and my O-line coach at the time, Chris Strasser, and they gave me a chance, and they asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to play as soon as I can, because taking a year off from football sounds horrible. So I took the chance, and I learned a lot that year about how I need to build myself and how I need to learn how to play. And I think honestly, it was probably the best thing for me.
Were you nervous in the playoff game?
Oh my God. I just turned 18. I would, I kind of blacked out, honestly. It was definitely a great experience. And I learned a lot about what I need to do to get better. And I think it definitely helps me in the long run in my development as a player.
Thanks.
No, no problem.
All right. Thank you, Marla. Next up, we're going to go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Nick. I was wondering, you read all these draft experts and their analysis, and a lot's made about your height, and that's why maybe you fit at center better. Do you feel like that is, I don't know if it's held you back at all, or do you get bothered when people bring that up about where you should or shouldn't play?
Yeah, it's been the case since I was getting recruited in high school was my height. It used to bother me back then, but I've learned to embrace it and just, use that to just feel how I play and, keep that chip on my shoulder for sure, because, a lot of people don't think I can play at a high level at this height. But, it helps me play with better leverage. That's all I always tell people. I get under guys a little better, and I play with, I try and play with sound technique. So I think at the end of the day, it helps me.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. We'll go to Tom Withers.
Hey, Nick, welcome to Cleveland, man. So Adam was saying that it was easy to evaluate you because you were always playing against the best of the best. And you talked about what fueled you through high school and then getting to college. At what point did you realize, hey, man, not only do I belong, but I can play in the NFL?
I would say it would be my sophomore year of college. After I put some weight on, it made my life a lot easier. I got up to like 295. And I was playing really well as a sophomore at guard. And at the end of that season, when they told me they would move me to center, I knew I had a chance because that was my natural position. It all, that spring ball and all those reps and all that stuff, I started to realize like I can definitely play at the next level and compete. And, it all dawned on me during that time.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Tom. And we're going to end with Nate Ulrich. Nate?
Hey, I saw that JC Treader already welcomed you to the team with a tweet. I was wondering, have you ever watched film of J.C. Treader or Joel Bitonio, the respected interior lineman for the Browns, and how much are you looking forward to learning the ropes from a couple of veterans like those guys?
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely watched their film. I watch tons of NFL tape. It doesn't matter what team. I just like watching how those guys play at the next level. And I mean, they're just sound players. Their technique is always on point, and that's definitely something I've taken from both of those guys. And they play very well together. And you need to have that continuity as an O line. And so I'm more than excited to learn and pick their brains and see how they go about, not just on the field, but how they carry themselves off the field and what I can learn from that.